Kia ora friends, welcome to a Walking with Faith adventure. Today we are hiking near the township of Parawa, more commonly known as Thames. Our plan was to hike up to the pinnacles, however, the weather was definitely not on our side. My name is Daniel and this is our Poutūmāro Adventure. We started our journey at the end of Kauaeranga Valley Road. The Kauaeranga Valley was a rich source of logging in the late 19th century. Numerous dams and several trail lines were built to facilitate logging the mighty kauri and were used predominantly for boat building, carving and building houses. The name for today's hike is Poutūmāro. In Māori it means acme, high point, pinnacle and also maturity. Our adventure is about becoming mature in our own faith, understanding the point at which something is at its best or most highly developed. As we all know, trying to achieve any kind of high point is challenging, but if we can pinpoint categories of beliefs based on our ability that influences action, we can also grow in maturity in the faith that we have. For example, we can look at climbing or hiking to the pinnacles. It's like a high point. It can be hard and challenging to get to the top, but is this our ultimate goal in the maturity we possess? Being mature in our faith is also about having reached the most advanced stage in a process that is possible with purpose. In this particular adventure, we did not make it to the top of the pinnacles due to the weather conditions we faced. Sometimes maturity also stops us making decisions that are unsafe. In our case, climbing to the top of the pinnacles without being able to see much. Question: how dangerous would that path be? See, the Bible tells us to be bold in our faith, but this is not being reckless in our faith, thinking that we're invincible. Being reckless in our faith actually could lead us into more harm than good, thus becoming more immature, getting lost in our own thoughts or ways. To reach a certain level of maturity, we must look and decide what we feel relatively certain about. Does our beliefs associate with a strong emotional, or is it based more on experience from others, knowing you can accomplish something? Have you taken into account in all the consequences you're about to make in the following path or plan, or do you have a she'll be right attitude? As you can appreciate and understand, there is a lot to consider when becoming mature in your faith. I can say, as an aging young man of 50, maturity doesn't just come with time. There is a lot of training and trials you must consider and go through before you can grow in maturity. To be mature in our faith, we must identify the basic belief that you want to elevate. Reinforce your belief by adding powerful references. The more references you develop, the stronger your conviction. Most importantly, take action. Each action you take strengthens your commitment and raises your level of emotional intensity and conviction. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let your perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking in anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives it generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do. Believers in the humble circumstances ought to take pride in their high position, but the rich should take pride in their humiliation, since they will pass away like a wild flower. To conclude, Poutūmāro is about being mature in faith, to the point where we can reach our best in something purposeful. It's about becoming highly developed, reaching the most advanced stage in a process to be able to accomplish something extraordinary. My name is Daniel Fenton. Thank you for joining us today on our adventurous rovers adventure in the Kauaeranga Valley. Remember, if you enjoy our videos, please remember to share, like and subscribe to our channel. Join us next time on another amazing adventure. See you soon.